Nah, he's rubbish. What a waste. Terrible. Oh. That was 100% a cross, by the way. I'm not having anyone tell me otherwise. But anyway, Manchester United get the win, and overall, I think it was quite a good performance. The match was generally quite even, but United fans should be happy that they've now leapfrogged Crystal Palace in the table and sit happily in 7th place. However, one thing this game did show us is how differently and how effective a team can be with a really good striker up top. Mateta, especially in the first half, was an absolute nightmare for United's defence, and it really highlighted the difference between a good target man and a not so good target man. On paper, United and Palace set up very similarly, both using variations of the 3-4-3. This obviously means that both of them use lone strikers, and both of them often use that striker as a target man. Whether you like it or not, it is part of Amorim's tactical philosophy to sometimes go direct and long to the main man up top. And we're seeing it implemented more and more in modern day football as teams look to find ways to bypass the high press. A huge sticking point recently for Man United has been the complete lack of a big man up top who can hold up the ball, win long balls, and just generally make positive contributions to the build-up play. Last season, Højlund was terrible and Zirkzee wasn't much better, if any better at all. And against Palace, United of course used Zirkzee, who was less than impressive despite getting himself on the score sheet. Mateta on the other hand for Crystal Palace showed a physical presence up top that United have been crying out for the longest time. You can see some examples here of how effective he was, using his physical attributes to keep hold of the ball, win duels, and keep the momentum of Palace's attack going. He of course also won the penalty for Palace's goal, which he converted himself, of course despite a small hiccup, and he had to take the penalty twice, but he got the job done. Meanwhile, United had Zirkzee playing a very similar role, and with both of them on the pitch playing at the same time, you could see the huge difference between the two. Balls were bouncing off Zirkzee as if he had trampolines attached to his body, and so many attacks broke down because he couldn't keep hold of the ball and he couldn't bring other players into play. And that's the exact opposite to what Mateta was doing on the other end of the pitch. Now, if we play hypotheticals, you can imagine if Mateta played for United, how transformed the attack would be. Long balls would finally be taken down, controlled, and passed on to an advancing attacking midfielder or even a winger. Crosses might finally be worthwhile to throw into the box with someone who can actually get on the end of them. Opposition defenders would finally fear coming up against Manchester United because they would know they would be up against a hard task. They would have their hands full and they would know they're in for a hard day when coming up against Mateta. I think the only hope for Manchester United fans in this regard at the moment is that Benjamin Sesko grows into his role and can start dominating defenders the same way Mateta does. The gamble on Sesko has already been made, and there's no way a big money purchase is coming in for a striker anytime soon. So Sesko, mate, the pressure is on. Outside of this, it was great to see Martinez return to the first team, and I'm sure the build-up play is going to improve tenfold with his passing ability. I've also been a bit of a Diogo Dalot hater, but I thought he had a pretty good game against Palace, and he showed glimpses of the form that he had under Ten Hag. You remember that season when he was voted the player of the season? He was so consistent, and he was probably one of United's best performers. I mean, he won player of the season, right? I mean, something has happened to Dalot along the way, but I definitely do believe he still has the potential to offer something to this team should he sort his form out and stop the stupid mistakes. Despite this, like I said in my last video, I still believe there is a huge problem with players out wide, especially with Ahmad going for a slight dip in form. I would still say that's the area that needs the most improvement for Manchester United. The right wing back, left wing back, needs someone more consistent, needs someone better. But anyway, if you're still watching this video, let me know what you think. Can Sesko be the forward that Manchester United need right now, or should they look into investing someone maybe in the summer, maybe even Mateta? Can Manchester United use this win to gain some momentum and get back into some good form? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing, as it would really help the channel. Cheers!